And you old fans, you ones accusing us of racism and all that, y'all just took an L, and a big one. However, the league is also taking a big L because there's no apologies to any fans. The WNBA, which believed Angel Reese and whatever she thought she heard, hook, line, and sinker, with no regards for the new WNBA fans, which now, by the way, greatly outnumbered. Totally BS statement released by the WNBA. Yeah, you found nothing. That's great. That's accurate. Guess who told you would find nothing? The entire Indiana Fever fan base said you weren't going to find anything.
Did the WNBA just stage one of the most pointless investigations ever? They accused Fever fans of racism during a heated game, but after scouring video and audio, they found nothing. Now, Fever fans feel betrayed, vilified, and left with no apology. How did this all go so wrong? And what does it reveal about the league's priorities? Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now, back to the video. What happens when a league rushes to act but forgets to ensure it has the facts? That's exactly the question fans were asking after the WNBA launched an investigation into racist behaviors allegedly directed at Angel Reese during a Fever vs. Sky game on May 17th. The league quickly framed the move as a stance for inclusivity, signaling that they wouldn't tolerate discrimination in any form. On the surface, it seemed like a bold and necessary response.
You should have, as a organization, stood up to the WNBA and said, you know what? We don't buy that this happened. But this league that has never turned a profit decided to accuse their own fans of racism. Indiana Fever, as an organization, you're culpable here too. I mean, you are. Let's make sure they're suspended and fined. All right? Let's make sure that they miss some time. Make a statement.
Taking immediate action to address a serious claim. But instead of winning any points for leadership, the investigation spiraled into one of the most controversial decisions they've made in years. What raised eyebrows even more was the timing. The Sky had suffered an embarrassing blowout loss in that game. Some fans speculated that the investigation announcement was conveniently timed to take attention away from the defeat. Whether intentional or not, this coincidence fueled skepticism. Fever fans were left wondering if they were being scapegoated. Was this investigation truly about rooting out racism, or was it part of a public relations effort to shift the focus? The league's eagerness to push forward without solid evidence immediately put a target on the backs of loyal fans. Fans who, over the years, have repeatedly been those most invested in supporting the WNBA through its ups and downs. The investigation process only made things worse.
By the way, this has not been put on the WNBA's official Twitter feed. That has not stopped fans from absolutely destroying this league. WNBA is committed to fostering a safe and inclusive environment for everyone and will continue to be vigilant in enforcing our fan code of conduct. Where is the apology to your fans?
League officials reviewed hours of video footage, combed through audio recordings, and conducted interviews with fans who attended the game along with team staff. After all that effort, they found absolutely no evidence to support the allegations. Not a single clip or statement backed up the claims. And instead of acknowledging this in a way that could mend fences, the WNBA moved on as if it hadn't just accused an entire fan base of something unforgivable. Adding another layer of drama, Angel Reese's role in the whole situation became a hot topic online. Rumors and memes began spreading, some claiming her involvement complicated things further, as her outspoken reputation was already polarizing. Fever fans were furious and vocal about it, posting on social media, calling out the league and its silence. But here's where it gets even more complicated. Apologizing isn't just about words, it's about repairing trust. And the league? Dead silence. This left Fever fans feeling more betrayed than ever. Could this ignorance create deeper, lasting consequences for the league? Let's talk about that. When fans feel betrayed by the league they've supported through thick and thin, there's a kind of fallout that doesn't just go away. Fever fans didn't hold back once the results of the WNBA investigation were announced. Social media exploded with posts calling out what they saw as an unfair attack on their reputation. Fans used words like scapegoated and vilified, flooding comment sections and discussion threads with frustration. For supporters who've been with the Fever through years of ups and downs, the lack of evidence wasn't just frustrating, it felt personal. The outrage only grew as the league refused to provide an apology or show any real transparency about the investigation's conclusion. One fan's tweet racked up thousands of likes, saying, "If the WNBA thinks painting its own fans as racist is how you grow the game, they've got it all backward." And that wasn't even the harshest criticism. Some Fever supporters hinted at taking legal action, claiming their reputations had been defamed in the process. Others pointed to the broader implications, asking whether the league even cares about its core audience anymore. For many, this wasn't a minor mistake. It was a new low. The backlash also sparked larger conversations about the WNBA's priorities. Critics questioned if the league is more focused on making headlines than nurturing the relationship it has with its fan base. Is there a balance between promoting inclusivity and respecting the trust of those who invest their time and money in the league? Fans in comment sections had heated debates over whether the league's focus on optics is eclipsing its real mission. In the long run, you have to wonder, does this controversy have ripple effects on the WNBA's bigger picture? Attendance numbers could take a hit, viewership might stall, and more importantly, that bond between fans and the league could fracture beyond repair. It's not just about the games. Sports are about community. Once that trust is broken, how do you get it back? Could this be the tipping point where even the most loyal fans start walking away? That's the question the WNBA will have to face. The WNBA's handling of this investigation wasn't just a PR misstep. It exposed a dangerous disconnect between the league and its fans. Supporters who've helped build the league feel ignored, unfairly targeted, and disrespected. This wasn't just a PR misstep. It's a moment that could define how fans engage with the league moving forward. Moving forward, transparency and accountability are no longer optional. They're essential. It's clear that they need a new strategy. One focused on transparency, accountability, and rebuilding trust. Imagine what the league could achieve if it worked with its fans instead of creating unnecessary divisions.